Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the race 3 of our WTCR Championship on GT Sport. So yeah, race 3, and we're just going to take you through the tyres quickly before the start of this one. Apologies for not doing that in the last race, but you'll be able to work out who run the medium in race 2 if you watch the other two videos. So you've got Callum on the mediums this time. There he is, just Callum there on the mediums, and then everyone else on the normal option tyre. So it's just Callum who's got a different one this time. So we're getting ready for a start. Reverse top 5 from the last race. So Bidzster in 5th place. Task 1 promoted to pole position. So that should be good for this Subaru, because the Subaru gets demon starts anyway. Ready for the lights to go out. Now, off we go. Good start by Task 1 and TY obviously, and then front wheel drive cars going backwards slightly. Towards the first corner we go. Task 1 in the lead. TY, everyone battling in the middle, bit of contact in the middle. Bidzster hits Rodders as the old Constantina up. But Bidzster's gone backwards from that, so that's not helped Bidzster out at all. But everyone else goes through. There's Rodders in 5th place, we gave a bit of a boost to, as Firepower goes alongside him as well. So it's Task 1, TY, Seek 1. Then it's Callum, Rodders and Firepower all battling together into turn 2. Oh, very close. Jamo having a little peek up the inside. Then obviously Nick Ash trying to get round as well. Jamo there. Obviously no weight on his car this time. He's gone from 200 kilos to nothing. So that'll help him out as we look at everyone else going down towards turn 3. Firepower up the inside of Neil there, and Jamo looking at the inside of Nick Ash. Bidzster in 10th place. Not good for Bidzster here. Nick Ash goes off, but remember Bidzster on maximum ballast from the last race, so that'll not help helping that Scirocco out at all. Firepower under pressure, and Jamo, hip and shoulder. Have that, Neil. Straight up the inside, bang, and gets the position. Bidzster follows through in the Scirocco. There's Callum in 4th place, and then we've got a little battle for the lead here. TY and Task 1, remember their battle in the last race. If you watch the last race, absolutely phenomenal battle throughout that last race. All the way through, and hopefully again in this one, as we look at Rodders coming through. Firepower, Jamo and Bidzster there. There's the Tide Lexus of Jamo. No weight on that thing this time, so that thing should be able to fly. But Bidzster's keeping with him, and I think that was Firepower going off onto the red stuff there. So again, that could be a track limits penalty. As they go down towards turn 1. Jamo on the inside of Firepower, gets the power in that Lexus, and Firepower, oh dear, goes off the road, track limits, and then stays ahead. That'll be at least a 5-second penalty. That'll be the maximum 5 seconds. So, yeah, 5-second penalty there for Firepower, definitely, as we go up towards this. So he's not helping himself out here as we go into the hairpin at the top. He goes, oh, he's gone wide again, and he's going to keep, is he keeping his foot in it? I think he is. But obviously that time Jamo and Bidzster did get past, so that'll probably not count as a track limits because he's lost positions. But he's got to be careful of that, or he could end up racking up some penalties. As Seek 1, Task 1, oh, Seek 1's ahead of TY now. Seek 1's ahead of TY, so the two BMWs swap as we see. So I'm just trying to get the cameras working there. Rodders goes off in the background a little bit, but no harm done. And there's Firepower with Bidzster in front of him now. So again, all happening in this third race, brilliant stuff. So back to the leaders, Task 1 in the lead, Seek 1 pressurising him. So it's another BMW, but it's a different driver. Seek 1 right behind him this time, TY waiting in the wings. And the other Jägermeister BMW down to the second to last corner. Seek 1 up the inside of Task 1 here for the lead. Oh, leaning on each other as they both go out wide, but they just about keep within the track limits there. And then out of that last corner, TY gets a good run as well. Brilliant scrap. As we look back at Jamo and Rodders, the two Lexus running together. Firepower, Bidzster, Neil, everyone else streaming through. To the first corner, Seek 1 up the inside of Task 1. Into the corner, gets the job done but goes wide. Task 1 might be able to get back on the inside. But has he got the speed? I don't think he has. Compared to the BMW, TY waiting in the wings to make another move as well. Brilliant. Almost 3 into 1. Into the hairpin, Seek 1 on the outside, Task 1 on the inside. They both give each other space, but Seek 1 gets the lead, and TY trying to go do what Task 1 did to him in the second race and go round the outside of him, and I think it's worked. TY goes right round the outside of Task 1. Have that, sunshine. Brilliant driving. And we've got Bidzster and Rodders battling now, so Bidzster moving up even with maximum ballast on that car, so not doing too bad, Bidzster. with Firepower just behind, and Stacker Rodders misses his braking point, almost takes out his teammate, straight off into the gravel and into the wall. Unlucky there for Rodders. So he goes off, Bidzster and Firepower, etc. move up a position. As Firepower looks to the inside of Bidzster, no way through there. Again, exploiting that Subaru's amazing mid-corner speed ability. The two Audis further back, 8th and 9th. So the Audi's not running as well in this one, but we'll see if they can scrape up any positions towards the end of the race. So there's the two BMWs in the lead. BMW 1-2, followed by Task 1 in the Subaru. Then we've got Callum in the Mazda. Then we've got Jamo under pressure from Bidzster now, so Jamo's got no weight on. Bidzster's got maximum balance, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the Scirocco that much. I think that's one of the perks of the Scirocco, because it's that much of a lighter car anyway. I don't think the weight affects it too much. Well, it will obviously on the straights, because obviously the lack of horsepower on the Scirocco, but it doesn't affect in the corners as much as Stacker. Neil and Firepower there, both going over the track limits. You've got to be careful there. So it's the yellow, as you see if you've watched the other two videos, it's the yellow curb for turn 1 and 2, and then it's the red section for turn, for the last two turns that is not acceptable. As Firepower again goes off the road there, keeps ahead. So you've got to be careful, that could be another penalty. As Bidzster goes up the inside of Jamo there. Bidzster piling on the pressure, trying to get alongside Jamo, even with all the weight on that car. Bidzster is not phased here, up the inside of Jamo. And has he got it done? Yes, he has. But will Jamo be able to come back on the power? Yes, he will, because the power of that Lexus is superior. Look at the power of that thing. Right around the outside and then gets the inside for the next corner. Bidzster's going to fight around the outside though, he's not giving up. But Jamo says, no you don't, sunshine. That is my line. And through he goes. Bidzster runs a bit wide there. Firepower could take opportunity here. Because the Scirocco will have less straight line speed than the others with the weight penalty it's carrying. As we go into the corner, Bidzster defends from Firepower. And Neil right behind Firepower as well. Oh, Firepower over the track limits again. You've got to be careful with that. You're going to have a load of penalties if you're not careful. Down the straight, Firepower moves out for a move. Is he going for it? Oh, almost. But no, we're nowhere through yet. There's Nick Hash up behind Stacker now, so Nick Hash trying to fight back. And Stacker, there we go. And Seat 1 in the lead, TY, Task 1 and Callum, all very close together. Callum running a bit wide there over the track limits, again, got to be careful. And then Firepower, again, track limits, keeps the power on and keeps ahead. So again, that'll probably be another 5 seconds. He's really racking these penalties up, so I would imagine he'll be coming last in this race no matter what happens, because of the amount of penalties he's receiving. As we go round that third corner, up towards the next, we'll just have a quick look at the battle in front, and Callum closes right up to the back of Task 1. So keeping the pressure on in that Mazda, even though he's on the medium tyres, he's still keeping with the lead group, which is good. So obviously that Mazda really suited to the medium tyres. And obviously that'll be good news for the end of the race, because his tyres will be in much better condition than the super softs or softs will, because they usually degrade quite quick. If you're new to racing and you're not sure that is, then the softer tyre will wear out quicker, but it provides more grip. But a harder tyre will last longer, but it will not provide as much grip as the others. The Stacker goes up the inside of Firepower there, and then Firepower battling back round the outside, but keeps it within the track limits this time, and keeps 9th place for now. And we look back up to Jamo and Bidzster. They're still quite close together, 5th and 6th place. See how good the Scirocco is over the curb, but then to get to the straight line speed as you go on board with Bidzster here, you can just see that Lexus pulling away in front. That's partly to do with the weight, but partly to do with the fact that the Lexus has got a lot of power underneath it. One of the perks of that car as we go into the hairpin. Everyone neatly through there. Neil closes up to Bidzster slightly there. Let's look at front. Task 1's past TY. Task 1's past TY. We missed that. We'll get a quick replay. Okay, here's a replay of how Task 1 got past TY here. So we're going up towards the second corner. Watch Task 1 on the outside. Out breaks TY and then just carries the speed right around the outside and keeps within the limits and gets right ahead. Good move there by Task. As we come back from that replay, Task 1 having a little sniff at Seat 1, applying the pressure really hard now. Seat 1 twitching in that BMW. The BMW not the biggest fan of coming out of the slow corners because it does twitch quite a bit, but that's where the Subaru really does shine. So let's see what damage Task 1 can do. Let's see if he can get some more positions. So it's a Belgian 1-2 at the minute. Then we've got TY and Callum in hot pursuit. And then further back here we've got Jamo, Bidzster, Neil Farmack there in 7th place, running a bit wide. 8th is Nick Hash. Stacker and Firepower have gone backwards a little bit, but no harm done there, as Rodders really struggling at the back there. So not having a good race as Rodders, as everyone goes through the last corner in the leading bunch. Seat 1 from Task 1, still the order remains the same. Onto the straight. Across the line to start lap 7. So we're just over halfway in this race now. Seat 1 go, oh, Seat 1 having to defend, Task 1 going for the inside, but no way through. Again, really applying the pressure, but he's lost out speed now. And TY will be coming right up alongside him. And TY goes alongside up towards turn 2. But we all know that Subaru's very good on the brakes, and also Task 1's got a lot of bravery in that car. He will not be phased to go right round the outside of TY. But he goes over the limits a little bit. He's got to be careful. Again, that could be a penalty, but we'll have to see after the race if he did get any or not. We go down towards turn 3. There's Jamo and Bidzster in the background, followed pressured by Neil now. Bidzster and Neil having a good scrap here. Bidzster got maximum weight on. As we go around that corner, Bidzster stays ahead. But don't forget, even though Bidzster's got maximum weight on, Neil's got second to maximum weight on. So he's got 160 kilos on in that Audi, and that'll not be helping him at all either. As we look at Seat 1 still in the lead, Task 1 still in hot pursuit, still pushing hard. Can't afford one mistake, but look, Jamo is catching up to the lead bunch. Jamo is catching up. He's almost on Callum now. 36.2, the fastest lap of the race last time round for Jamo, so Jamo's really on it here. Obviously, I was quite annoyed at the last race with the weight on that car that he couldn't get any more positions than he would have. But look here, we've got Bidzster and Neil battling it again. I think Bidzster must have made a mistake at that last corner because Nick Hash is right on him as well. As we go into the first corner, Neil gets past. Nick Hash goes for the inside on Bidzster as well. Bang! Up the inside, and Bidzster said, no you don't, sunshine. Not passing me like that, right round the outside. Have that. But then he gets in the draft of Neil Farmack, and he's actually got quite a good run here. Could Bidzster actually get a draft and get some speed and get up the inside? He's on a little look, but Nick Hash is going to go up the inside. He's going to defend from Nick Hash, almost 3 wide. As Neil goes a little bit wide there, but then Bidzster gets a good run. Nick Hash going to try and get past as well. Brilliant scrap this, as Firepower goes over the track limits again in 10th place. There's Nick Hash and Neil side by side. Then Nick Hash goes for the inside, and there's no gap. He goes on the grass, and he's coming across and hit Neil, and he takes himself off, and then Neil's off into the gravel. So he's took Neil off there, but I'm not quite sure if it was all at Nick Hash's fault, but we'll get a replay on it. Here's a replay from the chase cam of Nick Hash's car for what happened on lap 8. So you see we're alongside Neil, getting in the draft of Bidzster as well. Neil goes over to that way, then we go for a gap that's clearly not there on Bidzster. Bang, we hit Bidzster, we go on the grass, and then we hit Neil off. And then there's Neil in the gravel, and then we join it in 7th. Okay, here's another angle of that from Bidzster. So looking back here, see Nick Hash goes for a gap there, but then there was no gap there. Goes on the grass, hits Bidzster, and then hits Neil off, and then goes straight round. So Nick Hash been a bit over-ambitious there. So as we come back from that, the battle for the lead, Task 1 is in the lead. We missed that again because we're looking at those replays. Task 1 is in the lead. Again, another replay is needed for Task 1's manoeuvre. Okay, here's how Task 1 got the lead then. So going into the hairpin, Seat 1 goes wide, overdoes it, and then Task 1 goes up the inside, and then they're both alongside each other all the way down this straight. See Seat 1 pulling back in the BMW with the more top end speed. But then watch Task 1 on the inside. The use of the brakes of that BMW on his bravery. All the way up the inside, a little bit of contact, but fair play. And then Task 1 gets alongside and gets the lead. So as we come back from that, Seat 1's right back up the inside on the fight back now. Task 1 shuts the door, no way through. Seat 1 has to wait. TY very raggedy in the background in that BMW. Still pushing hard. Jamo in 4th place now. He's past Callum. So Jamo is really on it now. He's almost catching up to the top 3. As we look at the Seat 1, Task 1 battle into the first corner. Can the Subaru go around the outside? No. Seat 1 closes the door. No, you do not. Not having it that easy. Belgian on Belgian here. And then we've got 4 Brits in the background trying to wait for a turn to get past, as we've got Bidzster and Nick Hash battling it out here as well, side by side. The Mazda goes round Bidzster and he's ahead into the corner, but will Bidzster be able to fight back? But with all that weight on, I don't think he will. But oh, he is! Bidzster's fighting back, but again, he'll not have the power up on the straight. The Mazda will just pull away. And Nick Hash gets the position. There's Firepower, runs wide in the background yet again. Got to be careful. As we go out of turn 3, down towards turn 4. Down the hill. Down the hill again. Callum, a bit twitchy there from Callum, but not too bad. All the same order so far, but Jamo is right on that pack of 3 now. It's almost a pack of 4, and it is. And Jamo, remember, in a super light car here. It looks like he's got good pace. He's now on TY. As TY is very squirmy on the curb again. Task 1 closes right up to the back of Seat 1, practically pushing him around that last corner, and TY gets a good run, but so does Jamo. This could be interesting. All 3 cars move to the inside. Jamo goes to the outside on TY. Task 1 moves across, and Task 1 goes back to the inside, tries for a dummy. And did he hit Seat 1 there? The Seat 1 goes across the track limits and stays in front. But I don't know whether there's contact there, but there's a flash of the hazards and a flash of the lights, so probably got away with it, but we'll get a quick replay. Okay, here's a replay of going on to lap 10 of what happened between Seat 1 and Task 1. So we're going into the first corner, and then see Task 1 moves across, but then hits Seat 1, completely outbrakes himself, and then hits Seat 1, but then lets Seat 1 rejoin in front of him, so sensible stuff. But as we come back from that anyway, Jamo is in 3rd place, and Callum's on this battle now, because they've all held each other up at that corner. Callum up the inside of TY, gets the position, uses the 4-wheel drive grip out the corner. Seat 1 and from Task 1 at the front there. Down towards turn 3. Task 1 looks on the brakes again, no way through. Callum and TY, side by side again. But again, TY twitches out the corner, but Callum will get the speed round because of the 4-wheel drive. Round turn 4, hugging the inside, and then Jamo looking for a way around Task 1 here, right behind him. A little bit wide there, but again that's alright because you'll lose more speed than you will gain it from there. As you come up towards the last corner, Jamo looking for a move on Task 1 here, trying to use the top end speed of that Lexus, but the cornering ability of that Subaru keeps Task 1 ahead for now. As they come down towards the last corner, got to get a good run onto this straight, but they all do. But Jamo, using the top end speed of that Lexus, pulls alongside Task 1. He might even be ahead before the first corner, and he is, but will Task 1 fight back around the outside? He's going to try, but no, Jamo sees him off into 2nd place. Good move, but Seat 1 makes a mistake out of the first corner, and Jamo goes through to the lead. Seat 1 makes a mistake out of the first corner, gets a twitch on, and then he's passed by Task 1 as well. But look who's joined the fray. Nick Hash has joined the fray in the other Mazda. Callum knows he's on a charge and lets him go through, and he's on the inside of TY into the hairpin, but no way through. Bit of contact, but no way through. Nick Hash really playing the aggressive card here, really trying to fight back. His teammate Callum's just let him go because he knows he's on a charge. Brilliant race this. As you go down to the turn 3, Jamo in the lead. Task 1, Seat 1, a bit wide there. Oh, TY drifting that car in. Nick Hash closes right up. Then we've got Bidzster in a lonely 7th place. Stacker from Firepower from Neil Farmack in 10th place, and Rodders in 11th. That's your order so far. Meanwhile, back to the front. Nick Hash trying to get round TY, going up the inside, but no way through there. You've really got to hit the car alongside into that corner to make up, to get a position. There we go, down towards the second to last corner. TY on the inside of Nick Hash. Nick Hash trying to go around the outside. He's almost done it around the outside. He's going to try and go around the outside again. Pushes TY onto the inside curb. What a move from Nick Hash. Brilliant stuff right around the outside. That is aggressive stuff, but it worked. Final lap now. Callum has a little look at TY, no way through. Leaders go through. Jamo, Task 1, Seat 1, Nick Hash, TY, and then Callum, who closes right up to the back of TY there. Callum closes right up to the back of TY. Will he go for a way, will he look for a way through? I don't think there's going to be a way through here. TY will defend the inside, but will Callum be able to use the four-wheel drive? Oh, TY's very late on the brakes, almost hits Nick Hash. Gets a slide on. Callum uses the four-wheel drive to get back up the inside, but I don't think there was a way through. TY gets the power down in that BMW and stays ahead. So it is Jamo coming down towards the next corner. Task 1, Seat 1, all very close. One mistake could change the order completely as Seat 1 gets a massive tank slapper there out the corner. That BMW doesn't look the most stable of cars. As we look at Neil Farmack and Stacker. Ooh, as Neil Farmack goes wide, Stacker will close up, but don't like there's any way through yet. Meanwhile, back to the leading scrap on the halfway around this last lap now. Few corners remaining as they accelerate on the back straight. Down towards the second to last corner and the last corner. Nick Hash looking for a way through past Seat 1. He's going to be desperate here. He's going to have a dive up the inside, but no way through. But Seat 1 close up to the back of Task. As TY and Callum are side by side as well. All three cars go through. As Jamo wins the race. Jamo wins the race in first. Task 1 second, who slows down on the line. And, oh, Seat 1 Nick Hash from Task 1 and Callum from TY. We'll have to get a replay on a few of those finishes because they were incredibly close. And speaking of close, we've got Neil Farmack, Stacker and Firepower going across the line there as well. So we'll just get those replays in for you now. Okay, here's a replay of the last few corners now from on board with Nick Hash. So going around the last few corners, TY goes a bit wide there but gets away with it. Task 1 in front. Now Task 1 here has a penalty to get rid of. That's why he slowed down on the line. That's why it was so dramatic. And I was lost for words. The Seat 1 pulls out. So does Nick Hash, but Task 1 has to get rid of that penalty before he crosses the line. And now here's a replay of what happened between TY and Callum in the last few corners because that was close. Callum goes up the inside of TY. Last corner manoeuvres. Up the inside, TY holds his ground around the outside. Says, no you don't, sunshine, not on your life. But then runs wide and Callum says, yes, on your life, because I've just got past you. And then it's a drag race to the line, which Callum wins in the end. Okay guys, here's the results from that end. So Jamo takes the win in this one and then now keeps it, and Seek 1 in second place. Nick Hash gets demoted down to 4th because of 2 3-second penalties, so Task 1 gets 3rd place. Then Callum would have been 5th, but he gets put down to 7th because of 4 penalties, which was 5 seconds. So it's going to be TY 5th, Bidzster 6th and Callum 7th. Neil Farmack goes from 8th to 9th to the 2 Audi swap round because of a 2-second penalty for Neil. And then it is Rodders in 10th and Firepower in 11th. But Firepower sets a new record for the amount of track limit penalties in one race because he gets 21 track limit penalties, which equals 56 seconds added on, which is a new record in LPB racing. It's not the kind of record that you want, but it's the one that he gets. Nick Hash with the fastest lap then, a 1:35.8. And now, guys, as the screen alters, we've got the points for the championship so far. So Callum maintains the lead on 94 points with Bidzster second in the Scirocco on 89, Jamo third on 82, Neil Farmack on 79 in 4th, and Seek 1 in 5th place on 74 points, and the rest down as you can see. Team championship, very close in the teams. 3 points between the top teams, so 132, 131 and 130 for the 2 top teams, so Lexus, Audi from Mazda. So as we come back from that, Jamo wins your race. Sorry about the replay exiting there. I wasn't quick enough on the button. But Jamo wins the race, and we'll see you guys next time at Brands Hatch. Take care, guys.